Hey, today I want to talk to you about some questions that you have. So this is going to be a Q&A. I will answer questions that I get a lot or some that I just got for the first time, but a couple of them I get asked by more than one person on more than one platform. So let us just get started. My name is Marion and I'm with Attire and Beyond. I am Marigold on Poshmark and I am a reseller on Poshmark mostly and also dabble in other platforms. And I started sending into the Reel a couple of months ago. So this is December daily Christmas number 11. That means it's day 11. That means it's December 11th, 2022 when you're watching this. I think that this will be the type of video that you can watch in 2023, 2024, and it will still pretty much be the same, but I'll let you know if I think a question that was asked maybe won't be the same then. I'm not going to be speaking of any specific brands or anything, so it won't be like there are new trends to this video. Again, excuse the background. I just have to do this as soon as I can, and this is where I can set up right now. Okay, so let's start with the first question. I'll be looking over there because that's where I have the questions, at least when I look. So, did you know about or have knowledge about clothes and whatever else you sell before starting? Let me start by sharing a little bit of my journey in case you're someone who doesn't follow me. And if you're new, hi, welcome. And if you're watching again, welcome back. Say hi in the comments. I love comments. And if you do like this content, can you please subscribe and hit the bell? Like it if you'd like. All right. So at the beginning, I was selling my own clothing from my closet and drawers and bureaus. And that's how it started. So I did know because it was my clothing and my items. So I knew, somewhat about them. And I definitely knew if they were in good condition. I knew, all that kind of stuff. If it was a brand, I knew about it because it was what I liked the most. But once I started buying thrifted items, I did have to research, and I still research every day. And I kid you not, this is why I'm making videos, because I watch so many of them. I'm hoping I could at least help one person like these tons of YouTube resellers helped me. So I do research. I research by watching videos on YouTube and listening to podcasts on anywhere, but also the internet, Google Lens, Google, and, sometimes magazines. It all depends. So if you get an item and it is this mug, right? This is going to be a hard one for me, but no, this will be easy. So if I want to sell this mug, right? Today is a good day by Life is Good. Cheers. Take a sip of that coffee. Hopefully you are doing busy work, whether it's around the house or whether you're doing some reselling stuff while you're listening. So if I wanted to find this, the first thing I would do is look on Google Lens. So it's an app that you put on your phone, or it comes on your phone. I don't even remember. And I'm going to just take a shot of this, and all of them that are on the internet, or at least that Google can find, will come up. So it's going to show me the different prices and everything and what it's made of and all the different things in case I don't have that knowledge. So as I buy, make believe this is what I'm going to buy, okay? I'm going to sell mugs. Every time I buy mugs like this, I will know more and more about them. I'll research more and more. Maybe I'll find a different one. Maybe I'll find other types. And that's how you'll slowly learn, by researching. And when I say that, be sure if you're a beginner that you research when it comes to trends or when it comes to different things that you need to know for the now that are hot now, that you also look into trend reports and things like that. And I'll explain more if you need me to about that. The next question that comes along a lot, or that is said by people in the opposite way: is it hard work? I get a lot of people thinking that this is, oh, you got the life. You got the life, man. You get to stay home and work. And I do have the life. See? I do have the life. But it's hard work, man. It's hard work. It's very hard. So I don't want you to think that it's easy when you're first getting into it, because it's not. And it all depends on how you pace yourself and how you work. You have to be a go-getter. You really have to be a go-getter to do this, or to be an entrepreneur. Seriously, you gotta know that you're gonna work a lot. You gotta do something that you enjoy. And you just have to know that some days you may be working all day, but that's all up to you. But remember, what you put into it is what you get out of it. So I find myself working all day, but it doesn't bother me. Maybe it bothers other people around me, but it doesn't bother me. But you do have to find a balance. Where is that balance for you? My balance is, I will stop in the morning when my husband's going to eat breakfast before he goes to work, so we can have breakfast together. If he's working from home, which is only one day a week, usually we'll take lunch at the same time. And I will do my best to stop within a couple of hours after he gets home. And then we'll eat dinner and be able to lay around or sit around and watch TV or whatever, but I can still do Poshmark while I'm doing that. But that's up to you. You can put your phone away or your laptop computer and never do it again all night, but that's up to you. I like accepting orders or offers if they come in at night. I like sending drafts out at certain times. So I'm going to say, you got to get the right products, and you have to have the right knowledge. So you need to do research. It's always a learning curve. Reselling is always a learning curve. Even if you're sticking with the same exact one thing to sell, it's always a learning curve. Things change. Fibers, fabrics, colors, everything changes every season. That doesn't mean some things don't stay in trend for 2 years, but there are other things that immediately change. So that's the hard work of it. Constant research, constant learning, constant knowledge, and you have to do all the work. If you're one person, you are thrifting the items, which for me is fun. That's not work at all. Then you are taking pictures of them, making sure the pictures are good. You are then either putting them in drafts or listing them. So you're Google lensing them first if you don't know much about them, or you're going back to some old ones, and you always want to look at comps from other sellers on Poshmark. You want to go into their sold. What did they sell it for? What did the last 10 people sell this for? Was it $10? Then mark it up to 12, 15, 17, because people are going to want to make a deal, and then you can get it down to that price. I know I got a little off the subject, but I want to make sure I fill you in when I'm thinking of things. Next question was, do you use a steamer? I use a steamer in the winter because it's too hot in the summer. But I do use a steamer on those things that need a steamer. Or if they're brand new and I cannot wash them, I'm going to use that steamer even in the summer to make sure, I kill anything. Kill germs. So yes, I do use a steamer. I have a good one, and I'm going to go over my tools in another video, so I don't have it here, but I can tell you about that then. Do you make money? All right, so how do I explain this? If you're just talking about me, now each thing that I buy or that sells, I make money on. However, I put it right back into the business. So for me, I'm not making money. I keep putting it back into the business, putting it back into the business. And I can't say I'm not making money because I am. But I bought a lot of inventory ahead of time because I had a retail store. If I didn't have that, yes, totally. Right now, I am getting through all of the inventory that I have so that I can be, I'm not going to say in the positive, so that I can then start seeing the money. It's there. It just keeps going back in. I think that's the best way I could explain that right now. If you need a better explanation, please ask in the comments and I will give a better explanation of that. I'm not sure how else to answer that. All right, let's see. I have a big thing here, so I'm looking on this side now. How do you know who your buyers are? Oh, after a while, you can see in your analytics. And again, that's nothing that I can explain right here, but you'll also start to know by the different things that they are purchasing from your closet by looking and researching the trends. And again, I could answer that question better individually. Don't want to take a lot of time on it, but I could tell you right now, and it changes. In my closet, buyers are people who want holiday things, any age, any place. But that changes literally weekly. What sells the most for you? Clothing? Wait, how is this? What sells most for you? Clothing. Okay. Question mark. It depends on what you have in your closet. Right now, I have a mix of clothing, gift items, and the clothing's new with tags, new without tags, and pre-loved. I'm just going to look around for a minute. I have toys, I have games, I have fun stuff, I have jewelry, gifts, accessories, and now I have a bunch of holiday things. It depends on the time of year, and it also depends on the ratio of what you have in your closet as to what's selling. Normally it's clothing, but that's because that's mostly what I have. Now it's Christmas items and gifts because that's what people are looking for right now. So I would have to go through my analytics for that. And I am going to start doing that more in 2023, and I'll be able to answer these questions much better. I keep up on all of the business selling things as much as I can, but not the analytics. And I know I have to get better at that. Do you go to the bins? What if I don't have any near me? Question mark. I don't have any near me. I've only been to the bins once in Maine when we went to visit a friend, and I was only there for the first bins drop off, bring out, whatever. The first bins that were out for that day, and that's not a good way for me to judge the bins because people stay there for hours and that's how they get good stuff. From that one experience, because I didn't stay long, I didn't get a lot of things and not really anything name brand or anything like that. I did get some bolos, be on the lookouts for. I did get some bread and butter type things, but nothing crazy like you see on the videos. But I think if I stayed longer, I would have. And what if you don't have any near you? So what? I don't have any near me. I have one that's about, I think, an hour and a half away. And I haven't gone to it yet because I really have been selling through COVID and I wasn't ready yet. But this summer I will be going to the bins. And I think the closest ones ones to me are in New Jersey, but I'm going to check that out for sure. So if you're anyone who's in Jersey and you know where the bins are, or if you want to take a trip, let me know. Now, I may look more north of me and see where the bins are also. So I am in Highland, New York. And if you know any bins that were in an hour and a half, let me know. We can take a little trip. So those are all the questions that I had today. What I want to say is, through all of the selling, through all of it, whether it's just your clothing, whether it's that you're doing it for a business, just be accountable to yourself. If you want to make some money, be sure that you are consistent and that you're accountable to yourself or somebody else, because that's what helps. I know even years ago when losing weight, what helped was being accountable to the place that I was going. I know I was a life coach for a while, more like a transition coach, but like a life, and it made people more accountable to me so they did better. I had coaches, I had trainers. It made me more accountable to know that I had to tell somebody. So here we go. I'm being accountable to you. Who are you being accountable to you? Be accountable to yourself at least. But if you want to share anything that you're doing, put it in my comments, direct message me. I am Attire and Beyond on everything, on Facebook, and I do Facebook Lives. I'm Attire and Beyond on Instagram, and I'm just starting to get more into social media, so you'll see me more and more. I know you're saying, oh my God, really? You'll see me more and more. And if you do enjoy my content or like it or learn something from it, please give me a thumbs up or a like, whatever it is on here. I always say that because I really don't know. I think it's a like. And if you can share, that would be even better. But subscribe and ring that bell so you get more content like this. And I hope to see you again soon. You'll see me tomorrow because this is the December daily, and this is number 11. So you still have the rest of the month to go with me. If you have any questions, let me know, because I love compiling them and doing a little video like this. So if you have the same questions, at least I can help a little, right?